guys, what's up? This is GVKcollectibles, and today there are some murders going around in Woodrose, California, that can only mean one thing. The killer is Ghostface. And as I said today, we're going to be taking a look at the ultimate Neca Ghostface action figure from Neca Toys, of course. This, I think, is the second Ghost figure they've released. Well, it's 2021 right now, but they released two in 2020. They released this one, and they released the cloth version. The cloth version is really, really cool, and it's kind of cool because this one incorporates that cloth element, very much like the Creep figure from the Creep Show line. So as always, this is not a specific Ghostface from, I think, any particular movie. If you want, this is definitely from the first movie. And mainly just because Ghostface is kind of like a blanket term for whatever character who is under the mask. It could be Stu, it could be Billy. That's the thing with the Ghostface killer. It's very interesting because, like, the face stays the same, but pretty much all the killers in each movie is a completely different killer, which is very interesting. And they're also going to be doing a fifth one, which I'm excited about. I actually liked 4 a lot. I thought it was really cool and really inventive, essentially of it playing with the reboot kind of tropes, like tropes with reboots. But anyway, right here you get a cool shot of Ghostface right here with the voice changer to make him sound like he's changing. And one thing you'll notice, Ghostface isn't in this, but it is pretty cool. You get a cool display package with all the alternate, like there's 4 total heads that come with this character, and each one of them is really, really cool and really unique and different. A lot of cool weapons too, some interchangeable hands, and I think the thing that caught me the most was the scythe. We'll get into that later, but you get like a classic kind of look of Ghostface, which I really, really like. I love Neca when they do their production shots. The icon of Halloween returns with the brand new Ultimate Edition action figure featuring 25 points of articulation and real fabric cloak. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool, and it also has a glow-in-the-dark head sculpt on here, so we'll take a closer look at that. Right there you get Ghostface at the bottom, and then you get all the credits crediting everybody who works on it, which I've been loving that Neca kind of really has done that for the longest time with their figures, so you get to know who sculpts these figures, who does the engineering on them, is really, really great. So with that out of the way, let's jump into seeing Ghostface himself. And here we have Ghostface out of the packaging, and I decided to do it, since the cloth figure, this is very different from the cloth figure, I actually decided to do a different head sculpt with this guy. So I have the glow-in-the-dark head sculpt, which is really, really good. The glow on this is really, really phenomenal. We'll actually, when me talking about this figure real quick, I will actually, when we talk about the accessories, I'll show off the glow-in-the-dark head sculpt, because I think it's really, really cool, really well done. I think from Neca, it's really cool that they include this figure. This figure is really, really cool. So, as I said before, a unique thing about this figure in particular, it is kind of a mismatch. It has a Ultimate style body, very much like the Creep from Creep Show, but it has this kind of cloth fabric, which I think is really, really cool, really well done. Neca has been known to do this. They did this with their 2-packs with their Batman figures. Like, their Batman figures have all had cloth capes, which is really, really good and really fantastic, I think, in my opinion. But the amount of accessories this guy comes with is really, really cool. A lot of cool ingenuity. I think people will be mostly disappointed that it didn't come with, like, any alternate face sculpts from, like, the actual killers in the movie. So, like, you don't see it like Stu or Billy or any of the other subsequent characters that you see who wear the Ghostface moniker, which, like, it may be disappointing for some, but, like, the face sculpts that I think we got, in my opinion, I think this is actually kind of like a cool, I could be wrong, but like a cool like, if you want, this could be a cool version of the Dead by Daylight Ghostface, because he is in that game. He is a playable character that you can use in that game, which I need to play. The game's right up my alley. But, like, other than that, comes with a lot of cool accessories. The cloth on the cape is really, really good, really easy to pull off. Like, if you are if you want to loosen the joints up with hot water, you can definitely do that. Taking the cloth off is super, super easy. And yeah, but before we go on anymore about, like, the detailing on Ghostface, let's get into some of his accessories. I think there's a lot of cool accessories that this particular one comes with. As I said, the ultimate Ghostface does come with a lot of accessories, so I think first things first, let's take a look at the weapon. So he does come with this kind of, well, it's a, yeah, it's a hunting knife. It's essentially a hunting knife of what you want to think of it, and it's really, really well detailed, really well done. There's a lot of gold. There's silver, of course. Then you get the blood spray on the like the end of the knife, of course. Then you get this kind of like black kind of wooden grip, which looks really, really good. Looks very much like what I expect a hunting knife to look like, which is really, really cool. Then the next one, he also comes with a traditional, like a kitchen knife, of course, very much like Michael Myers. I actually think, I could be completely wrong, I don't know if this is a new mold or not, but I think this may be the same one with the 2018 Michael Myers, which, like, I don't think I don't have a problem with that, because, you know, if you want to use the same mold, use the same mold if you want. But like once again, either that, it's a really, really good, well-detailed one with the black and the little kind of silver, like almost like little white silver knobs on them. It looked really, really cool. The paint on these on this side is a little kind of shoddy, but on this side it looks really, really good, really well done with the little dots, I should say. And of sorry. Of course, what Ghostface also comes with is he comes with a voice changer. Of course, this is very much similar to the same one that the Ghost face, the cloth version was, but I think this one's a little bit bigger. It's a much more smaller version of the one we see on the cloth Ghostface, which definitely makes sense, of course, but it is really well detailed. Not really much I could say about it, and it's also really well detailed as you, well, it's got like this kind of tan paint, but you also get like the buttons on the back, so you get like red, blue, and, well, green, blue, and red, which is really well done, I think. Then for the last weapon, which is the coolest weapon I think he comes with, but it's like, it's kind of hard for me to display it, is this, oh god, it's like a sheath, or not a sheath. I will put the, like a thing for harvesting. I can't remember what the frick this thing is called. I will put it down below the description of what this thing, oh wait a minute, I have to, what this is a scythe. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I couldn't remember the name of this, but it's really well detailed. The, like the blade is really good, because you get this kind of like, I want to say like kind of light blue color. It looks really, really good, like kind of to signify this is like an older kind of blade. And this is the main reason, because this looks like something you would see at Dead by Daylight, I believe. Once again, I haven't played the game, but it definitely looks like something, and it is a cool accessory. Like, I find it really hard to, like, put this weapon within Ghostface's hands, mainly due to it being kind of uniquely weird, so, like, here. That works. That definitely works. And also another thing to talk about, too, real quick, is the other interchangeable head sculpt. This one right now, what I have on, it is the glow-in-the-dark one. And this one's really, really cool. The actual glow on the mask itself is really, really well done. You'll get to see it really quick, like in just about a minute. Well, when I'm talking over this, you'll see the glow on this. It's really, really well done. I think it's on par with like a Neca, not Neca, like a Funko Pop glow, because those glows on the Funko Pops can be really, really well done, really well good. But yeah, that's his scythe. So that's the weaponry. But like as I said, he comes with an interchangeable head sculpt. So here we have this first one, which is very much more of the traditional looking ghost face, which looks really, really good, well done. Like not much I can say about it. It is the classic design. It looks really well done, in my opinion. Also, like the fact that they have like the detail of the head, because it's very, very unique and very different comparative to any of the other characters. This is my first, second Ghostface character that Ghostface that I've had. And then we have this sculpt, which is kind of like this cooler weathered kind of mask, which looks really cool. It very much reminds me of the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers mask, because of it looks like this looks aged and looks old. It's been through a lot, which looks really, really cool, really well done. I think Neca did a really good job. The sculptors did a really good job on this particular head sculpt. Then we get this one, which is just the blood on the face. It reminds me of those, the ones that you would see as kids that actually pumped up full of blood. If you guys remember those at all, I think they still have those. It's kind of hard to tell because it's not October anymore, but it is really, really cool, really well done head sculpt, just with some blood patches. And I said, and he also comes with 2 interchangeable hands too. He comes with 4 hands in total, but these are just the 2 interchangeable ones, right and the left. But look really, really well done. One's a kind of grippy hand, which I assume is for the, I I actually don't know what that is for, because it definitely isn't for this. Actually, no, it does. Yeah. I may be using the wrong head sculpt, but it doesn't sit in there right. So yeah, those are all the accessories that it comes with, so let's jump into Ghostface himself. As I said, there really isn't too much detail with him to go in with the Ghostface figure. I mean, with the exception of the masks and everything, then you get the interchangeable head sculpts, but you can pull, like, the masks. Very easy to pull detached. They're on a ball joint right here, so you can pull them back in. I'm not going to show it, but cloth is really, you would think the cloth would hinder a lot of movement for this character, but it is actually relatively good and really well paced. The cloth material is really good. It is very soft, very similar to the one on the actual cloth 8-inch figure, which is really good and really well detailed. Then the gloves, not much to say really about the gloves. They're just really well detailed, I would say, for the most part. Then you get the feet, which the pants look really good, just pure black jeans, and the really good amount of detail are on the boots. Like, they have this kind of reddish brown, I would say brown with some black dry brushing on it, it looks like. And you also get some, like, the silver in there with the boots and everything. And as I said, this figure, it's easy to take the cloth out and everything. So there really is, as I said, that much detail. Let's get into just articulation anyway. So Ghostface can look up a pretty decent amount, even with the hindrance of the kind of back. Ooh. Oh no, that's the wire. That ain't good. That's okay. There we go. It just goes back right in there. So yeah, that is although that's a problem that you'll have to worry about with your own Ghostface. His arms can go out that much, which is okay, I think. He has double jointed elbows, I know, just because I've seen it without the cloth and the body mold. You can do an ab crunch, you can go back all the way, you can kick his legs out for that. They go back that far. They do just single jointed knees. And there's a bit of pivot. Yeah, there's a pivot. There's a good pivot, ankle pivot on there. And I think that's about it for terms of articulation. Once again, he isn't very like, you would think the cloth is very limiting for this particular version of Ghostface, but it isn't really too limiting. I think it's the material that they use. It's very flexible, of where you can get Ghostface into the specific positions that you want him to be in, which I think is really cool and well done. So with that out of the way, let's get into some size comparisons to see what he scales with. Here's Ghostface compared to some other figures from different companies. We have the Wicked Cool Toys Mark 5B from the Spartan collection, and we have the new Red Hood from the Red Hood 2-pack. So he's about average for a 7-inch figure, which is good, and he scales relatively well. So if you want to get, for some reason, if you want Jason Todd and Ghostface to start fighting each other, you can definitely do that. We have him compared to some other NECA figures from, like, the Ultimate Horror from NECA figures. Here we have him next to the Ultimate Jason from Jason Lives, and the new, well, relatively new, the re-release Ultimate Ash from Evil Dead 2. So he's smaller than Jason, but he's also a little tinier than, he's a little taller than Ash. So he's about in the middle ground of what you want for a Ultimate NECA figure. I think it's a really well done figure for the new Ghostface. It's really well done. And if you are looking to pick it up, if you want to just, if you're not a fan of the cloth figures, the 8-inch cloth figures, or if you just like Ghostface, I definitely suggest you pick up this figure and see them. It's really cool to see him next to all these other horror icons within the Ultimate line. And here we have just Ghostface with the scythe, which looks really dope, really cool. I think it's really well done to see. What overall thoughts on the Ultimate Ghostface figure? I think it's a really good, solid figure. Mine does have an issue of standing. I don't know if you guys could tell throughout the whole video, but I had kind of a hard time getting him to stand. That's why I'm, like, kind of holding him throughout the whole video, kind of, to a degree. But overall thoughts, I think it's a really cool figure. I do wish it did come with some of the face sculpts from, like, some of the killers, but, like, due to rights and everything, it'd probably be expensive to do to get the rights for the figure. But ultimately, the head sculpts that it does come with include the glow-in-the-dark head sculpt and, like, the the withered kind of look really, really cool, really well done, I think. The Scythe is a really cool addition, even though I don't think he's ever used it within the movies. Once again, I think it is a Dead by Daylight kind of thing, which is really, really cool, and I think it just looks cool, like, and it looks cool. And if you want, you can actually, I think you can use this Scythe for other horror figures too, so if you want to use it on Jason, that'd be pretty dope. Or, you know, Michael Myers. Actually, Michael did use it in The Curse of Michael Myers, which we don't talk about because that movie was terrible. Well, it was Revenge of Michael Myers. It was the 5th one. So, but overall thoughts, really, really cool figure, and I think if you want to pick this figure, get this guy up, you can check your local GameStops, check your local comic book shops too. Mine, as you all know, Mythical Mountain, they constantly get these Ultimate NECA figures in all the time, so it's like my 1-2 place to shop for Ultimate NECA figures, with a few exceptions here and there, just because, you know, NECA does have exclusives every once in a while. So with that out of the way, that's it for the video. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to hit like and hit subscribe and hit the little bell notification when you get notified when figure reviews, What's in the Box Wednesday, and Mythical Mountain Mondays come out. Also check us out on Instagram, me at GVKcollectibles, Jack's Pop Guy, my brother, and also check our Mercari shops out too. We have a lot of cool stuff on there. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope your weekend is great. Peace.